Like many of you, I love retro handheld gaming devices. But what I've noticed, especially in the YouTube space, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but we don't speak much about what happens when we're out and about like this, or if we run out of power. Specifically, we don't speak about power banks enough. So I'm gonna do that today. A company reached out to me, they wanted me to test their product and make a video on it. I don't normally make a habit of doing this kind of thing, but I thought, look guys, let's check it out. Let's see what they got. I fed back to them. I said, look, the team wants to test it out. We'll see how it works. If we like the product, then we'll put a video out on it. We're not doing any kind of edits or anything like that. So when everybody else sees it, that's when you guys will see it. So I just thought I'd put that out there anyway. So just so you know what the product is, guys, can you quickly just run a B-roll real quick right here so they know exactly what it is. This is what it is. And let's dig into it. So up until today, my knowledge on power banks, mediocre at best. All I know is that you plug it in and play and it charges your goodies.
Okay, I'm going to jump in here. Mo, I was just editing the video and I thought, do you know what? I've got 2 power banks in my left pocket and 3 power banks in my right. One of the other reasons I wanted to jump in is I've had, as I showed you, a few battery packs in my day. And this was the first proper one here. It's not the one we're reviewing, but this is the first proper one that I bought. And it's also by INIU. To be honest, it's got that same texture, that rubbery feeling. It feels like it's been plaster dipped. But I just wanted to say INIU as a brand are a solid choice for power banks and I'm very happy with them. And I'm actually glad they reached out for this video. But back to Joel. Whoosh!
But let's see what this thing can do and what makes it so different from the usual power banks that we pick up. So this right here is the P41L-E1. This is by a brand called INIU. Shout out to these guys for sending this in for review. It's a 10,000 mAh power bank and there's a lot to talk about. Let's dive in. So this power bank is capable of smart charging. Unlike many other power banks that just dump power into your devices, this one, no matter what kind of device you're using or the power or the voltage, it is smart in recognizing what type of output to put out there into those devices. They call it dynamic power allocation. So in other words, it's continuously communicating with your device to find out exactly what it needs, irrespective of if there's one device plugged in or if there's 2. It's continuously working and having these conversations with your device, finding out how much power it actually needs at any particular point in time. So this is capable of fast charging. So if it's a higher powered device, just plug it in and it will recognize just how much to put through and how quickly as well. And with lower powered devices, it just adjusts to that. So it's really cool that it's intelligent enough to decide on how much output to put into your devices, whether it's a high powered one or not. I mean, all the while it's doing that, it's keeping your battery safe. And as I say, instead of it just blasting power out into your devices, it's constantly keeping a check on the voltage and how much it needs. It's really considerate of this company to be able to make a power bank like this one. 10,000 mAh as well. So you got plenty of power in there on the go. Lower powered devices, you could charge us 2-3 times over if you wish. The features that this does have, I quite like. It's lightweight, but that being said, due to the plastics that are being used, it feels premium. It's got a good quality feel to it. The size of it, it's small, it's sleek, easy to put in your pocket. You're gonna notice that it's in there because it's got a little bit of a weight to it, but as I say, that's due to the qualities of the plastic. It's not gonna cause you any issues if you're running around or in a zipper pocket or anything like that. It's gonna be easy to sling it in your bag as well. One of the quirky features I like is this paw print right here, and obviously it doubles as a battery indicator, letting you know exactly how much or what percentage of battery is in there. That, in conjunction with the intelligent charging, I think this is a well-balanced power bank. 10,000 mAh, which is great. I will leave a link in the description below so you can snag one for yourself if you're interested. But I think for something so small, it can do quite a bit. The big selling point for me with this is the dynamic power allocation. We've heard it so many times where people are charging lower power devices, especially like the 35XXSP, stuff of that nature. They're plugging them in and they're just frying them. They're frying their batteries and fizzling out their screens. The power allocation with this thing keeps those batteries safe, so you ain't got to worry too much about that. And you certainly don't need to worry about it if you're powering a high-end device as well. It was nice. It's well packaged. There's the power bank itself. Looks pretty cool. We'll look at that in a second. What else is in the box? Nothing there, nothing in there. Okay, you got your user manual because you're gonna need one for a power bank, right? And here is the power bank. It's nice, lightweight. It doesn't feel cheap, but it's a decent weight to it, but it's not majorly heavy. It's good enough. It feels, the plastic, the texture on there is nice as well. You can see that it's matted. You know, if your hands are greasy enough, there will be fingerprints on it. This here, that feels like rubber here. I don't know, I'm hoping that that illuminates, but it feels like rubber. This is capable of fast charge and it's designed by INIU. So just looking around the top, so you've got your little paw print here, nice little logo. That does illuminate, by the way. This is fast charging as well. So we'll take a look at the bottom, your USB cable, so directly into your unit from here. You want to do it that way. You've got your little LED. You've got 2 ports here. I think this says in and out 2 and then out 3. So you can probably charge multiple devices as well. Here's all the information you need to see as to what it can do, what it can charge. So from your lower power to your higher power stuff, which is pretty cool. I mean, within reason in regards to the higher power. You got your power button here and nothing on that side here. So when you do power it on, the amount of color you can see here determines the amount of power that's on the power bank right now. So if we go to the user manual, what we see here is what? This part of the paw and this part. So it's currently at 60%. So with each piece filled in is the percentage, which is very cool. So you know exactly where you stand in terms of power. Let me just dim the place a bit so we can have a better look. So just gonna power it on there, and there you can see. And doesn't it look nice? Nice colors right there. 60% power. So I've got my, just gonna quickly test it. I've got my pocket air right here. Let's just try it out. Quickly power that on. It's in. Instant charge straight away. We're good. It knows exactly what it's doing. That works just fine. So I want to try and charge something else while I'm at it as well. So let's try something with a little less power as well. So I'm going to plug it in port 3. We're going to plug it into something else. We're going to use port 3, and I'm going to use my SP, my 35XX SP, and plug that in and see if we can power more than one unit. And you can see there that the light is on and it's charging. And we don't have to worry about it blowing your battery or anything like that. This handles that really, really well. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it right there. As I say, link in the description below. If you're interested, you want to snag yourself one. Oh, and I'm not getting paid to do this video as well. You don't hear me say it often because I don't really feel there's a need to say it, but I'm saying it now anyway, because I don't normally do things like this. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked the video. Take care, stay safe, and peace.